Question 32. Now, it doesn't say this. There's no words with this question, but the equal sign gives us a few words. So the equal sign is basically means we're talking about equivalent fractions. Okay. And when you're talking about equivalent fractions, you need to find a connection. So we ask ourselves, do we know the two numerators, the two top numbers, or do we know the two bottom numbers, the two denominators? Well, we know the two denominators. So we need to find the connection between the two denominators. So to get from 10 to 40, I always start with a smaller denominator and see what I do to turn it into the big one. So to get from 10 to 40 is times 4. So it's going to be the same connection on the top. So it's this number times by 4 has got to give us 32. That does not mean we do 32 times 4. Because if I do 32 times 4, I'm going to get 128. And this number is not 128. Because as you can see, the arrow is going that way. So 128 times 4 obviously isn't 32. So we've got to be careful. So it's the mystery number times 4 gives us 32. So if we want to work in reverse, we've got to reverse the arrow and come back this way. And reversing the arrow means we've got to do the opposite of times 4, which is divide 4. So to find out what number times 4 gives us 32, we've actually got to do 32 divided by 4 to go the opposite way. 32 divided by 4, if you know your 4 times table, how many 4s make 32, is 8. So the missing answer is going to be 8 tenths. And just as an extra bit of information, if you wanted this 8 tenths as a percentage, that is going to be 80%. If you want it as a decimal, it's going to be 0.8.